And welcome to the D3Hoops.com Classic. I'm Dave McHugh. We're talking to the coaches here in Las Vegas, and I'm now joined by Husson head coach Warren Carruso. And coach, we're talking to you right after a big win over number 16 Scranton. You guys have, I know as a program, and I certainly know the fans and others have said, you guys deserve a little bit more national attention and maybe some respect. Certainly went out there and earned it on the basketball court here in Las Vegas.
Oh, thanks, Dave. I think one of the things we've talked about as a program, we've got to earn it. You know, you got to beat the teams that are in that category, and we had an opportunity tonight to play one, and thought coming off break we played very well, shot the ball, made some big shots, and was very solid defensively. So real credit to our guys, to get the W, and hopefully we can build on that.
Interesting enough, last couple of years you've won 20-plus games, certainly dominated the NAC, gotten into the NCAA tournament, first round loss to Plattsburgh at their place, first round loss to Eastern Connecticut. How much does a game like this, at this point in the season, on your schedule, maybe now help you come March, should you be in that situation again?
Well, we certainly hope so. That's why we try to schedule games like that. We were hurt last year by not having 2 additional games at that level, I think. But it's a measuring stick. I mean, it's a perfect time. I mean, we got 3 games, this one and 2 more before we go into conference play to kind of measure ourselves and to be able to play a nationally ranked team. I think it's a great advantage to say, where are we? Okay, do we have that much further to go, or can we really build on this? So it gave us a chance to measure ourselves. I think we did a good job, and hopefully we can keep things going. That people start taking notice at what we're doing.
You guys came out, certainly were aggressive, put your foot down on the game essentially. You and I were talking before we started this, seemed like you guys were up to game speed a little faster than Scranton did. Got your lead out to 14 in that first half at one point. Did you sense at any point that you guys were actually in control of the game, or just able to keep Scranton at bay?
I don't think a coach ever thinks I got the game in control, no matter what it is.
Sure.
What I tell the guys after the game, I felt like they played the game to win from the opening tip. And even when Scranton made a run and it seemed like we were kind of on our heels, I felt good about what we were doing. I thought we were in a pretty good position defensively. We didn't rebound at times, but offensively we were trying to take some time off the clock. We were trying to put the ball in the guys' hands that we wanted to, and for the most part we did that. That's what the game comes down to. We made some shots, and win big games, you got to make shots, and I thought our guys did that.
Willis had a solid game at point. Anderson had a really nice first half, hit a couple shots late in the game that were a difference. Butler had to sit for about 8 minutes in the second half with foul trouble, but you found other guys. Itkin hit a couple of nice shots for you guys coming off the bench. You found other places that guys could kind of fit in. You're not just about a handful of guys. You're really deep on the bench too.
Well, our guys find something to help us win, I think. We got good shooters in almost every position. I think that really stretches the floor and opens it up a little bit. I thought defensively we were really sound. We battled with them on the boards, which I thought they were a good rebounding team coming in. We took care of the ball, and we play team. I mean, we got 5 guys that we have confidence with at any point in time on the floor. I mean, Diaz makes 2 shots in the first half. He's really struggled in the first semester. I thought those were 2 big shots to kind of bring him to the table, so to speak, and say, okay, I can make these. And those were huge in a stretch where we kind of stretched the lead a little bit. So we had great contributions from a lot of different people, and guys that are still feeling their way in college basketball as freshmen.
How do you adjust now? You got Hampden-Sydney still ahead. How do you get the team kind of to stay focused on the task at hand? This is a big win. You could have a letdown against a tough Hampden-Sydney squad. How do you guys keep them focused and maybe get out of here with 2 really good wins?
Yeah, that's the trick of the coach, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about it after the game, and the first thing I told him is that you played to win this game. Right? Don't over-celebrate. This is what we came here to do, and we had confidence that we could do it. And we were fortunate to beat Sydney. Now we've got another opportunity tomorrow against a team that's undefeated, a team that's in good position in their conference. Those things weigh heavily when it comes down to March. If we're fortunate enough to get that opportunity, to have these wins with teams that are maybe make it to the national tournament. Where do we stand against them? So our guys understand that, and letdown is always possible at any time of the year, and it's all about progress and growth, and hopefully we can communicate that and get them there.
And looking ahead at the NAC, not the toughest conference. Certainly that's been the knock on you guys. You go rolling through the conference. It hasn't been as strong as maybe you guys would even like it to be. How do you tackle that conference? Do you guys need to just keep your foot down and use these games in March? Or is there something you can learn from the conference or even gain experience in the conference that will help you come March?
Yeah, I'm a believer in any conference, anywhere, whatever level. Every conference game's a battle. And do we go in with a piece of the puzzle that we like Yeah, but it's still a battle. You go on the road in any conference game, and you're going to face struggles. They're battling just like we are. And so I think you gain a lot through the year. I think the big thing is for us is just keep playing and progressing. Build a resume that we can feel good about. Put ourselves in position in a conference tournament to host and get back to the NCAAs, and hopefully we've built a resume that puts us in the right spot, and we've built confidence with our guys that a belief that they can play at that level. And I think this was a big step forward for us.
Before we let you go, we always want to know what the teams are doing when they're in Las Vegas. First off, though, I want to know how you guys got here. Bangor might have a really big airport space-wise. It's not a big airport in destinations necessarily, especially in the middle of December.
They just don't know what they're missing.
We can argue that later, but how did you guys get here for starters? What was the travel like?
Yeah, so we left in the morning on the 26th, drove down to Boston, and then flew through to Detroit, and got in here pretty smoothly at 9:30, and we had a practice the next day in the morning. We worked out, and we took in the UNLV game last night and spent about an hour on the strip, just to give the guys a sense of this is why we come, to experience the things, and got a good night's rest, and whatever we did seemed to work. So we'll try to keep that task at hand.
You'll then play Hampden-Sydney, and then you're going to still have another day to kind of enjoy the sights and sounds. Anything on the docket?
No, we just give the guys some time to explore and do the right thing. And I think it's a big believer. We had 2 or 3 guys that had never flown before.
Okay.
I don't think anyone on the team's been to Vegas before. I'm a big believer as a coach. Education is about providing opportunities and experiences, and I think traveling is one of those things that everyone needs to do to really get an understanding that there's a bigger world out there than whatever world we live in. And so our guys really appreciate those opportunities, and we'll try to make the most of it. And the guys really appreciate the opportunity.
And of course, you'll celebrate. You were telling me the New Year. Technically, you'll celebrate the East Coast one while boarding the plane to then just actually celebrate red eye back to Portland.
Yeah, we've got the red eye back, but it gives us a little more time on that last day, and we'll bring in the New Year kind of, as we board the plane on the East Coast. But as I tell the guys, I said, that you got plenty of New Year's to celebrate. You get 100 games in your college career. This is an opportunity for you to put on a uniform and make something happen that we've been talking about. And I think so far things have gone well, and hopefully we can finish off the trip.
Well, congratulations on the win over Scranton. Good luck against Hampden-Sydney. Obviously, this will go up before you guys will play, and good luck the rest of the season as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Very good. Warren Carruso joining us from Husson here at the D3Hoops.com Classic from Las Vegas.